Yo, guys, it's your boy Mayne. Quick update here. So we got the move down that I was talking about just kind of in my updates on Telegram and on Twitter, etc. So we had the sweep. So this ended up being quite a good hedge spot. So I had mentioned, if we come up here and get some sort of rejection, and we did. We had an H12 sweep here. This would have actually been a great just H12 SFP short. And we got the move down. I want to see us come into here. We front run it a little bit. I'm not fully convinced that we still can't come down and fill this. So it's still possible. So we have CPI tomorrow. So I'm expecting probably some volatility. Probably not a terrible, time to be de-risked going into something like this. But we had the rejection there. Looking pretty convincingly, like I've been saying for a while now, that this was indeed the bottom. Now we're looking for that higher low, right? So you look at Monday's range here. I think this actually offers probably a pretty good setup here one way or the other. So I long some Bitcoin here in anticipation of this getting front run. I still have bids down here. Now, what you can do, but my stop's all the way down here. I'm not also fully filled. So how do I want to go about resolving this? I'd like to see potentially a move above Monday's high. And then if we fail up there, so maybe we come up into resistance here, right? You got that nice breaker right there with that sweep. We fail above Monday's high. That would be a sign for me to close the longs that I have open. And then what I'd be looking for is actually a move below Monday's low, end up maybe taking out this, I don't know, but definitely taking out Monday's low, tagging that order block there, and then this would be where I'd want to long again. But if this type of PA plays out, instead of having to have my stop down here, I could initially have it here like I do now. But if we get some sort of Monday low deviation play, you're going to be able to get in with a much tighter stop, much better risk reward. And then to be honest with you, if we get something like this play out on the H12, I think the target becomes here, right? So regardless of whether we do this first and then this, or if we, just consolidate here and then go up, I think the target is this 66.5 area. That's what I'd like to see price trade to. So that's where I'm looking, right? That's where I'm looking. If maybe we run this low and we end up tagging this, if that's the case, the long is from here to here, back into the mid-range, and then we see what happens from there. Now, Ethereum, very interesting, looking stronger, right? So we've had Ethereum BTC, kind of perking up a little bit. It's trying to reclaim this old low here on the weekly and the monthly. So if you go to the monthly, that's May's low, looking like a potential monthly sweep here. Obviously, we're only 12 days into the month. Lots can happen. We did close below it on the weekly, so you'd want to see that monthly be a recovery if this is actually going to be. Doesn't have to be the low. Everyone's always worried about the low, just a low, right? And a bounce area. Maybe it only bounces up into here. I don't know. But it's working right now. It's regaining this potential breaker here. So if this is able to hold, and then we do have another leg up, expect Ethereum to continue to outperform. You look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We actually just put in an H12 sweep here. So there could be a low time frame trade here, maybe, but similar to Bitcoin, if we fade Monday's high, I would look to then long below Monday's low. If we do not fade Monday's high and we just consolidate and continue higher, so be it. But very similar plan for Bitcoin. However, if we do get this Monday's low deviation on both Bitcoin and ETH, I think ETH, assuming ETH BTC continues to hold up, will actually yield the better long, the higher beta play, the larger mover. So if you just look at the daily candle on ETH, it was a 6.5% candle, where Bitcoin was only 1%. So much stronger. You look at Sol ETH, right, which is kind of the similar to ETH BTC, but it's comparing Solana and Ethereum. We pushed up. Everyone was like, holy shit. Go look at your feed on Monday. So last Monday for that entire week here, right? So for the first few days of last week up until Wednesday, what was your entire feed saying? It was a whole bunch of people posting the Sol ETH chart going, holy shit, we're breaking out, only for us to close as a sweep here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see ETH BTC continue to go up for this to actually continue to trade lower, maybe down into here. I don't know. But right now, ETH BTC, based on this chart, or ETH, excuse me, looks like the stronger of the two based on this chart. Obviously, Sol's been kicking ETH's ass for a while now, but that can obviously change because ETH was kicking Sol's ass for a very long time here, right? Solana, very similar game plan. I think if I have to long one thing tomorrow or the next day, I'm already long Bitcoin. But if we're going to long again, this just looks much weaker than both Ethereum and BTC. So I'd be looking at BTC or Ethereum to be the long. And if ETH BTC holds up, I'd be looking to long Ethereum, right? So if this comes down, retest here, gets another leg higher, and then Bitcoin and ETH play out that Monday scenario, range scenario I'm talking about, that's going to be the one you want to take, right? So that's kind of it. Just a real quick update. Just wanted to give you a quick 10 minute update here on those. Equities, it looks like we've probably put in the low for the month, obviously. I'd be very surprised if we come back and retrace this entire move. That would be disastrous for everything. A little bit choppy here. CPI tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some sort of whipsaw on both sides here. But ultimately, I think we're going to trade higher on equities, and that will line up with a potential another leg higher on crypto. So let's wait and see what happens. I'll do another video update maybe in another day or two, live stream later this week. Hope you enjoy. If you haven't watched my last video yet, watch it. It's a good one. I know it's long, but I'm taking a live trade, talking through the thought process of what goes on. It's a scalp. It's like 40 minutes in and out. One trade, 3.5%. Really good video. Talk to you soon. Peace.